we befriended kind of close with Bishop Jakes. And we decided in one of the times he was there, it was going to be his birthday. I was able to convince my mother to let me drive her car as I didn't have a vehicle. I said, well, we're going to take him out to eat. I want to drive your car. And so we did. We took him out to eat. And it was decided after we were done taking him out to eat that I would be the person to take him back to his sleeping place, which at the time there was a lady named Sister Giles. She always wanted to house and take care of him when he came to that church. And so I came in there, drove him to eat, and then took him back to her home. Well, after taking him back to her home, he says, come on in, let's talk. You can't even imagine being 18, 19 years of age. This person is killing it. And they're saying to you, come on in, let's talk. And so I did. I went in. We sat down at a very long dining room table in a room that she had. And for 2 hours, it was unbelievable. Pouring of heart, crying, him talking about my father. We talking about these scenarios. And I inwardly just knew I had finally found someone who could get it.
Let me just pause that for a minute. Now, you see, that's what I was talking about. This brother, he just felt so good that he had someone that was actually listening to him. He said, we talked about my father. He talked about his father. I guess he knew his father. His mother's in the church, so obviously he knew his father. I don't know where his father is at in this, story at when this happens, but he was just so thrilled that it was somebody, not just somebody, but somebody that's important. A bishop that understood all of the things that he had going on at the time. Now he's talking about he was about 18, 19 years old. So he must have been a brother that, went through some things at a young age and had many questions and wondered about, his life. So like the last brother said, there's certain phases. Well, this was the first phase where he's sitting down with TD Jakes, and TD Jakes is just pouring out to him and listening to him and giving him advice on his life. And he's feeling so good about it, right? Let me get some more.
Someone who understood.
Let me see. Let me back it up a little bit.
Good. I'm sitting at this table, and for the first time talking to any man, I got tears coming down my face because somebody gets me. Somebody understood what I was going through. Well, after sitting there and having this long discourse with him, I finally look at my watch and I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to go. I got to get this car back to my mother. She's going to kill me. So I said to Bishop, I got to get up. And I got up from the table. He got up from the table. He walked around toward the way I had to exit quicker than I got over there. And when I started to walk past him, he pulled me to himself, wrapped his arms around me and tried to kiss me. And in that moment, I literally died.
Damn. Y'all hear that? He said, first of all, he said he cried for the first time because somebody finally understood him. Let me hold on one second, y'all. Let's see if we can change this. He said he cried for the first time because it was the first time that somebody actually understood him. So they're having this great conversation where he's pouring out, his heart to TD Jakes. And then he realizes he got to get back to the house. His mom is going to want her car back. And TD Jakes gets up before him, meets him at the door, pulls him to himself and tries to kiss him. And he says, I literally died. Meaning as a black man, as a young man, you're looking for a father figure, but not just that. You're not just looking for somebody to listen to you. You're looking for a masculine presence to instruct you. The last thing you're looking for as a young black male, even though you don't know psychologically, is for some sissy to try to hug you and kiss you. The brother said, I literally died, because this is a person that is in his eyes, he's blind right now through Christianity. He sees a man of God. He sees a strong man of God is what he thinking TD Jakes was. But then that happened and it just changed everything. And in the inside, that brother was let down. He was let down. Let me rewind it. Let me go back a little bit.
Around me and tried to kiss me. And in that moment, I literally died.
He said he lit in that moment. And I'm trying to help y'all understand that in that moment, he's saying I literally died is because of the high standard in which he looked at TD Jakes as a man of God, as a strong man, a powerful force, and then somebody that would look at him, his unimportant self, listen to him, give him feedback and counsel, sitting at a table for a few hours, and then turn around and try to hug and kiss him. That was a letdown to this brother. That was traumatizing to this brother. He said he died in the inside. You understand? Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you the equivalent of something like to make you feel what this brother is saying. When somebody is SA'd, sexually assaulted, let's just say a woman, a man, forcibly, the RA, the great word, when he forcibly does something to a woman like that, in the inside, that person dies. You feel me? It's like you took something from me. And so that's the same thing with this brother. He's a young brother. This man is on high, on glory on high. You know, he's Christian of Christians, prosperity gospel. Everybody love him. He's magnetic, has the charisma on stage that everybody loves. These pastors have the best charisma, right? And for that to happen to him, it kills a person in the inside.
And in that moment, I literally died.
That's crazy.
I could not. I tell you, to this day, I can't remember how I got out of that place. But I remember driving home with all kinds of crazy thoughts and what in the world am I going to do now?
He said, you hear that? He said even to this day, he can't remember how he got up out of there. He doesn't even remember what he said to TD Jakes. He just look, we don't even know if he actually kissed him or if the brother shrugged and pushed him away. We don't know what happened because he doesn't remember what happened. And as he's thinking about it today, the trauma is so deep that he don't even remember in that second, in that moment, what transpired. That's a victim, y'all.
And I finally get home, get in the house, get in the bed. I'm going to try to go to sleep. And I get to sleep and get up in the morning. And in the morning, I step into our bathroom and my home phone rings. My mother answers the phone and she says to me, Wayne, it's Elder Jakes. And I get on that phone. And when I get on that telephone, I can hear water. He is sitting in a bathtub.
That's crazy work. The brother said that his mama put TD Jakes on the phone and TD Jakes is in a bathtub. He can hear the water. That's crazy work. And his mother is so enamored by TD Jakes and so starstruck by TD Jakes that she's not even wondering what's going on with her son. Why does TD Jakes, why is he all of a sudden, you know, he's just drawn to her son? She not even wondering that. Her head is in the clouds, because a lot of the black women that be in them Christian churches, their heads be in the clouds. They be wanting to be with the pastor. All of them be single, but all of them look at the pastor as an example of the man that they want to be with. And so the mother is not even seeing what's happening to her son. Young man Kev said, a super predator. Man, that is a super predator. Not just a predator, but in the name of God, though. Right? His mother was a church group. That was funny, Black Dazzle. His mother was a church group. That's what it is. That's a good one. It's a lot of church groupie women in there that don't see what's happening to their sons and daughters.
I can't to this day remember how I got off that phone, but I do know I made a decision that I wasn't going to the service that night. And eventually I told my mother, I'm not going to go to the service tonight. She says, no. You know, we got a rule in this house. If we go, you go. I never told her what he had done. I went to church, and the most humiliating thing imaginable happened that night at church. Bishop Jakes, getting up to preach, speaks into that microphone. I'm going to ask young minister Youngblood to read for me. And after all of that drama of the last,
that's crazy work. So he's in church and TD Jakes asked him to read for him. This is the thing. Think about how he feels. It's like a victim having to do that for the person who victimized them. Imagine what you put, the situation you're putting a person in. You're putting them in a messed up situation. I have to stand next to the person who victimized me, who sexually assaulted me, who did this to me, who you murdered my family, who killed my people. I have to now stand up in solidarity with this person before everyone, and no one knows what this person did to me in secret. That is evil, man.